Hey YouTube, story time. Let's see. Today I went to get my hair done and I found out it's going to cost me a lot of money to do it, so I'm going to try to do it myself. What I had done, this is still cost me 180 bucks. And I have really fine hair up here in the front. My hair isn't very thick, so my dreads are really small. What I'm going to do is be buying some synthetic dreads, colored, and I'm going to weave them into this so that I'm going to have like 40-inch length. It'll go all the way down to my ass. And what I wanted was this, basically. That's what I wanted. You can see how much volume there is there. And they had some like wool yarn or something. They wanted $230 for that, to have that put on my hair, and then they'd have to, you know, weave it in and make it into dreads and whatnot. So this is basically, I wanted to dye my hair, my dreads like that, so they would be kind of cool, you know, like rainbow colored. That's what I wanted. And of course, like my life goes, I'm disappointed. They wanted $800, over $800 for that. So even at 180, I just got what I got here. And that's basically the end style I was going for, you know, without the bangs, you know. I just wanted to have kind of, you know, like dreads all the way down. These are actually just, this is her real hair here, and she's done it black and blue. And then these are just like clip-on dreads, so in the cyberpunk style. But I wanted like real dreads, so I wanted it to look like that. Thought that would be pretty badass. I wanted my hair going all the way down to my ass. And then I wanted to be able to take like the top layer and put it into a ponytail and leave the rest of it hanging and like have a double, you know, like that. I thought that would be pretty badass, and have like really thick hair like that. But I ain't spending $800 on my hair. But on eBay they've got some, they wanted $230 just for the hair, and it wasn't even hair, it was like yarn. So I can do that myself. I watched some videos on how to do it. So you just basically crochet it into your hair and make a big dread. And I can put like 6 up here on top, and that'll make my hair like really long and make it a lot easier. So, but I got these done so I can braid into it from that with a dread, so it'll make it easier. But I can't. Once you've done this, it's really hard to bleach and get it bleached enough without damaging it to where it'll just pull off your head. When you put something in it and try to yank on it or whatever, you'll damage the hair. So I can't make it rainbow. So I'm gonna have to put rainbow dreads into it and just like, you know, weave them in and call it good. And as they grow out, maybe I'll be able to do something up here or something, and, you know, have them kind of blend in together or whatever. So whatever. But that's basically what happened today. So yeah, you can see my top is really fucked up, but let's see, you know, that's basically what I got done, you know. Let's see, yeah, let's see, like that. So yeah, it's not bad. I don't have very thick hair. I've always had really thin hair. I've never had thick hair since I was, you know, little. So I always wanted to be one of those people with really thick hair. But in Japan, it's actually not that good right now anyways, because it's really humid. And it's starting to be the time where during the day it's like 78 degrees, but there's like 90% humidity. So it makes you feel like you're in Florida or Nebraska. So yeah, it's really hot. And if I had like really thick hair, I ride my bike every day down to my job. And it would be kind of hot, you know. Even now, when I had my hair long, I'd put it up in a ponytail, I'd just be drenched in sweat for like 30 minutes when I got to work. So yeah, but I want dreads, so it's a sacrifice, whatever. In Japan, they have a saying for like girls that want to be fashionable, and they say if you want to be fashionable, you have to be patient. So you'll see girls all the time in Japan standing at the train station, and they'll have like you know, their little purse and like a really short mini skirt with high heels and no socks, and you know, no sweater, just a nice shirt, no coat, because they have to go on the trains and they might be going all the way to, you know, Osaka or something like that. They don't want to carry a coat, and you know, they'd rather just have their purse, so they'll do that, and it might be 30 degrees outside, and they'll be freezing cold, and they'll be saying like, oh, semi, which means it's cold, and they'll get on the train, it's heated, and then they'll get to where they're going, and then they look pretty, you know, but they froze their ass off to do it. So so I'm at the point right now where if I get these dreads put in my head, I'm gonna sweat my ass off, but I'll look good doing it. So that's how I look at it. So there you go. Hopefully it won't be too long. I got my meds, so they're coming. I found a couple videos on the internet talking about this natural hormone inducing that makes your it's actually really good, they say, for like women that have had babies, or lots of Asian women have really small boobs, and this is a natural hormone and a natural stimulant for breast growth. So if you take this and you have droopy boobs from having babies, it perks your boobs back up. So gives you breast tissue, makes your boobs big. So natural way. So, and it was only I got 300 tablets. You're supposed to take it 3 times a day, which means I get 110 days, I think. Yeah, it's like 3 months and 10 days. Basically, I get of pills for $27 and no shipping. It's free shipping from Thailand. So, yeah, I'm going to take those. They say you start to see changes in your body after about 2 to 3 months, basically. So I'll probably try it for the 3 months and see what goes on, and then I'll order more if I like it. Hopefully by then I'll be able to go to a doctor and get some testosterone blockers and you know, hormones and stuff. But yeah, so that's going as well. So yeah, I'm real slow, getting real slow. So my job's not going so great. I have a eBay account where I sell music equipment, and nobody's really buying anything, and it's really hard on me because I have to pay rent on my shop and all this kind of stuff, and nobody's buying anything, but everybody's got their hand out saying like, gimme, gimme, gimme. So you know, it really sucks, you know, when you're trying to start a company and people just don't give a shit. They want their money. They don't care if you can't eat. They don't care what's going on in your life, which, you know, if I didn't have to do all this stuff, I could get my hair done. I could get my ears pierced. I can't even afford to do things like that. I can't afford to go buy some androgynous clothes and take all these clothes and, like, you can sell them, you know, in Japan. There's places that buy clothes, especially foreigner clothes from America. So I could sell a lot of my clothes, make some money, and buy new clothes, you know. And I can't even do that. So, you know, it's a little bit depressing, but you know, it's just par for the course for my life for the last 2 years. About, you know, it's been like this basically. And then ever since I decided I was going to come back to Japan in December, I got $56,000 in December, and everything just kind of went slowly downhill since then. And all I've been doing since December is spending money. To get me here, I spent $30,000 on music equipment, and I spent over $20,000 moving to Japan. So I had to spend $8,000 on a container to bring all my stuff from America to Japan, and all the import duties and the inland transports and all the bullshit was $8,000. I paid for this house. This is a big house, a really big house in Japan, which I got really lucky. It's only $500 a month. So, but I had to pay a $2,000 key deposit, $500 a month for an entire year. I paid up a whole year, and yeah, and it was 8,800 Japanese. So American dollars, it was like $7,700, and that got me a whole year. So I'm paid up. Problem is I don't have a long-term visa. I only have a tourist visa, I used to have a spousal visa because I was married to a Japanese girl, but two of them. But now I don't have that, and it's hard to get a business visa because they want you to have $50,000 in the bank. And if you don't have $50,000 in the bank, then you either have to have that money, or you have to hire a Japanese person, two Japanese people, and you have to pay their taxes, and you have to pay, there's an insurance, like a, what do you call it in America, like the 401k type thing or whatever, for retirement. You have to pay this insurance thing, and basically for each person it would be a total of about 10 grand, you know, to hire two people from Japan. And if you do that, then you can get in. And basically the way I look at it, I have a music store. If I have $50,000 in the bank, that's wasted money. I would never have 50 grand in the bank. I would have maybe $3,000 to $5,000 for shipping things off of eBay and doing things like that. And then the rest of the money would be spent on buying GTR Skylines to ship to the US to make money, and buying music equipment, and redoing my store, and paying rent on it for a year. And you know, I would never have 50 grand in the bank. That's useless. That makes no sense to have money in the bank when you could have things in your store to sell. You know, it's stupid. You know, I mean, if you want to retire or whatever, yeah, it's good, but when you're just starting out, especially, you know, why would you want $50,000 in the bank? That doesn't make any sense to me. They just want to see that you have money or whatever. But I have $70,000 in tools at my shop, and basically for sale about $50,000 worth of stuff. So that's $110,000 of investment sitting down at my shop, and they don't use that as, like, you know, they want you to have 50 grand in the bank. So I don't know if I'll even be able to stay in Japan. And if I can't, I may end up moving to Thailand because two good things. First of all, I'm a raw till 4 vegan. So in Thailand there's really good fruit, and there's a lot of raw till 4 vegans that went there last year for the raw till 4 fruit festival, and they're going there again June 1st till June 31st. They're going to be in Chiang Mai, Thailand, which I want to go, but I don't know if I can because all this money crap I've got going on right now. Yeah. So if I can go there and live, I can do that. But there's also really good doctors and really good things for the HRT stuff and transitioning and all that stuff. Obviously, a lot of people know there's a lot of Thailand girls that have transitioned. So it's a lot cheaper there to do everything basically. So yeah, I'm thinking about moving there, you know. The other thing is, you know, if you're transgender, I mean, I don't have any family, really. I mean, I have 2 sons here, but I told my wife I was here. I gave her a letter and told her I was back, and gave her my email address and my phone number, and told her, you know, she could call me and, you know, we could meet or whatever, because I haven't seen him in 6 years since I went to America in 2009. And she's never contacted me at all, and that was like 2.5 weeks ago. So she hasn't wrote me or emailed me or called me or anything. So yeah, so I'm that's, you know, basically I have no family. You know, I'm adopted, and my family, my dad died, my mom hasn't talked to me in 8 years, so I don't have any family. So with the transition, that helps for me. You know, it's nice because a lot of people are like, oh my god, you want to be a woman, you know, that kind of thing. So if I went to Thailand, I don't know anybody. Everybody would be new, and it'd be kind of neat because I could just do what the fuck I wanted, and I wouldn't have to worry about people because I actually know people in Kobe. I have lots of friends here. So when I start dressing differently and, you know, growing breasts and things like that, people will be like, what the fuck's up with you? You know, I have some friends that I've just met since coming here that are like in full support. But some of the old friends that I had will be like, what the fuck? You know, so yeah, so that would be the other good reason to move to Thailand. Also, they're not as there's less chance that something would happen to you, like, you know, being attacked and murdered, you know, because I recently came across the information that they said 1,300 or 1,700, I forget, something like that, transgenders have been killed since 2007 till now. So in 8 years. Yeah, in 8 years, like, I forget what it is. I put it on my Facebook page. It's like 1,300, 1,700 people have been killed. Just, you know, random violence. So, yeah, so I obviously don't want to be in America. You know, with all the rednecks and the religious nitwits and stuff. Yeah, they're just, I don't want to be there. So, but yeah, if I can't stay here, then, you know, I'll go to Thailand, whatever. So I'm hoping immigration sees their way to allow me to stay here, but we'll see. If they don't, that's gonna screw me up, because I'm gonna have to move all of this to Thailand, and I'm gonna have to find a house in Thailand, and I'm gonna have to spend, you know, another $10,000 probably to move from here to Thailand. You know, the cost of the shipping a container will be a lot less, but it's still gonna be a fucking lot of money. Yeah, so that's what's going on in my life in the transgender world here. I'll keep you guys updated. Hopefully, I'm gonna order maybe in the next, if I'm lucky. I'm thinking of tomorrow grabbing a couple of guitars. There's another shop here that's a really big guitar shop that buys instruments from people, and they don't give you shit. They give you like almost half of what it's really worth. And I have a couple of guitars that are really expensive guitars, like Steve Vai guitars and stuff. And if I take them there, they're brand new, and they'll probably still give me like half of what they're worth. Like, it's $1,500 one of the guitars, and if I take it there, I'll probably get like $800 for it, which is the rent for my shop, you know. So I may have to take a couple guitars there, and I might get $1,600 off of that, and that'll help me do some other things that I need to do, and maybe I'll be able to get some things I want, which would be really nice for a change, you know, to actually be able to maybe get some clothes, some shoes, you know, stuff like that. There's some boots on the internet that I want that are like cyberpunk goth shoes. They're black. They're like boots, and they have like 6-inch soles, which would be really cool because I'm only 5'5". So if I wore 6-inch soles, basically that makes me almost 6 foot tall. That's, you know, that'd be awesome. I'd love to be that tall. So yeah, I could be walking around at 6 feet tall. That'd be badass. Yeah, you know, 6 foot tall, and then I'll have dreads down to my ass. That'd be badass. So yeah. Yeah, so that's what's going on in my life. Thanks for watching. Got any questions about transitioning or the meds, or if you got anything to tell me, you know, that'd be nice too. Criticism, comments, whatever. Feel free to leave it down below. Subscribe and like and thumb it up. Thanks.